10 years old and staying with family over Christmas. Room I'm staying in has thin walls that reverb when you touch them hard enough. Get massive farts from Christmas lunch. Later that evening, decide to press my ass to the wall and let loose. Entire wall shakes from my brap. Room feels like it's echoing my fart for a good few seconds after I'm done. Keep doing it every time I need to fart because I'm mesmerized. It's been a few days and my family asked me if they've heard any strange sounds coming from my room. Say no, but keep doing it. Night before we leave, I get a massive fart built up in me. Press my ass to the wall and let loose. Didn't hear that my uncle was in the hall when I did it. Hear him shout, "What is that fucking noise?" as he enters the room. Sees me, pants down, ass against the wall. Moments after I rip the fart that would knock down Thor himself. He tells everyone in the family. Still get called a wall farter until this day. I was a fucking retarded kid. Over 10 years ago, at bar near college, girl touches my man boob. Me and the other two guys that were having a conversation look at her puzzled. She says, "I like a redhead, fatties." I laugh and say, "Too bad I'm not redheaded." Conversation resumes. Wake up next day, look at self in mirror, realize your hair is sort of red. See Anon, you're not the only retard. Please help me, Anons. Be me, ask friend to game. Says yeah in 30 minutes. Decide to take a nap, fall asleep for 3 hours. Classic the night before. Wake up an hour ago. Hop on PC. Really decide to check my recycle bin. A bunch of folders filled with pics I never took. One with my name. Move the desktop and open it. Pics of me starting from my birth to high school graduation. I didn't take any of these. I've never even seen half these pics. I do not have these on my PC. PC's been locked on and off for the past 2 days. Busy worker, that wage slave. Not connected to family network. Did someone see my porn folder? Is one of my parents a suicidal hacker? Or is this just some crazy glitch? Is it worth mentioning? Looks like there's some field related to my dad's work in there too, but I only viewed the file with my name. Pick unrelated, it's just a flopper cat. Be me, talking to this girl and joking around. Autism hasn't shown up. Realize she may actually click with me. She tells me she's eating pizza and tell her to save some for me. She jokes it's all for her. Joke back and suggests she stick her finger down her throat and regurgitate the pizza in a bag and send it to me. Says it may taste sweeter, cause it'll taste like her. She doesn't laugh and says it's fucking weird. Why does this shit always happen to me, Anons? Be me, old fucker. Year 2080. Grandkids come in. "Granddad, look at this funny meme!" Proceeds to show me a glowing tesseract that sucks me in and makes me feel like I've just been imprisoned in a nightmarish hellscape for 10,000 years. Falling through an endless tunnel of razor blades, bleeding out of every orifice. Oh god, make it stop! Ear-splitting noise and red light flashes before my eyes. I snap back to reality, covered in sweat and vomit on the floor. "How funny is that, Granddad? Lamau!" My face went. Be me. Be priest. Get paid to cast out demons. Make loads of cash, life is pretty good. One day I get a call. Some kid has been possessed and the parents want me to save him. Easy money. I park in the driveway, burst in the front door. "Where is the child?" Parents begin to explain the situation. Some boring shit about atheism. Follow them into kid's room. See kid on the floor, eyes roll back and spazzing out. Pretty usual stuff. Tell the parents in a cool tone. "You might not want to see this next part." Parents leave me to my business. I walk over to him, squat next to him, pull out my gold-encrusted vape pen. I load a 10-carat bad boy with it. Holy water. I breathe in with the sweet taste of Jesus-flavored vapor, and then exhale with the cleaning mist of God's holy vape into the boy's face. He breathes it in, his spasms cease. He is enlightened in the way of the vape nation. He breathes with new lungs. Lungs full of God's own vape. I walk out. Parents thank me. Get paid 10 grand. Hop back in my Lamborghini and drive back home. Vape the rest of my night away. I am a holy man. The Chinese really are some of the dumbest motherfuckers in the entirety of history. Here are a couple of examples why. Mao sees birds eat grains. He tells 1 billion Chinese to kill all the birds in China so that the birds won't eat the grains anymore. 1 billion Chinese kill all the birds in China. With no more birds, the insect population explodes in China. The insects eat all the grains. 45 million Chinese starve to death. Mao needs steel to make buildings. He tells 1 billion Chinese to stop farming and working, and instead to melt down all of their metal to produce steel. 1 billion Chinese gather every single piece of metal in sight, including farming tools, pots and pans. 1 billion Chinese chop down every single tree in sight to fuel the furnaces, and even tear down their own houses to provide more wood. 1 billion Chinese now have no homes to live in, no tools to use for farming, no pots to cook food, no wood to heat the pots, no food to eat because the insects helped themselves to it with no birds to worry about. Just take off and nuke China from orbit, only way to be sure. Be awkward as fuck. No friends, work really hard to be social. Talks to lots of strangers, even if it's awkward. Starts out awkward, gets less awkward as time goes on. Get better at talking and socializing. Spend hours a day talking to strangers and then later reviewing it, what I said to them and how I said it in order to learn from my mistakes. When I cannot talk to strangers, I go on Omegle. Try as hard as I can to be a normie. Success. Make friends and talk to them every day. I'm normal. I'm just a normal guy. No one could tell me that I used to be a loser. Make one friend who is a Muslim girl. She is super sweet, always complimenting everyone. Talking to her, having a good afternoon. Anon, you're nice, even if everyone thinks you're a little weird. What, the PNG? Ask others. All say something in a tune of, you're nice, but you're also weird. Will I always be weird? School recently closed all except 2 of the bathrooms because of stupid TikTok shit. Be senior in high school, pissed off about the bathrooms. Yesterday, I drive out of a local Asian make-your-own stir-fry restaurant after school. Seniors get off 2 hours earlier than underclassmen and can come back to just hang out or whatever. Make a bowl that contains ingredients and sauces that will produce the most foul shit the human digestive system can produce. Go to the Walmart nearby and pick up a bottle of milk, lactose intolerant. Drive back to school. Head to the unlocked bathroom. Chug the milk all in one go. I sweat in pain as I push out what feels like a vicious steams of molten lava as I blow a Mount St. Helens in this toilet. As I recover, the other 2 waiting in line vacate themselves from the bathroom. I flush this putrid waste, knowing damn well it won't go down. The bell rings as the hallway begins to smell like a chain of anal bead-shaped garlic is ripped from Wario's unshaven asshole. They may look up our bathrooms, but they'll never look up our spirit. Be me. 6 months ago, leave dead-end job for promising job. Work in dental office for Pakistani scumbag. He's a piece of shit. Owes 100k, I'm back rent to property owner. Cuts my hours, says he'll call me when he needs me. Don't hear back for months. Start looking for work. Keep getting turned away. Apply for bank job. Got the job. Start waking up earlier and waking 5 miles every day. Job is next to restaurant. Go there for lunch every day. Get to know blonde cutie who works there. We talk whenever I go in. Take a jump at asking her out. She says yes. Great first date. Been seeing each other for a few weeks. Feel genuine connection with her. Feel better than I've ever felt. Life is good, friends, and it can get better. Just take some self-accountability and effort and take it from a loser like me. Post the scariest experiences you've had. 15. Cousin gets convicted for murdering 3 women. Going through his house with family. One of my cousins from the other side of the family found a crawl space. Unironically said, I'm going in there to find dead bodies. Came out with a banker's box. Envelopes full of pictures of his victims. Ripped from the internet, taking while following them, etc. One of the envelopes is filled with pictures of me. Walking down sidewalk. Catch a neighbour's window. Meow at it. It meows back. 12:45 AM. Still happy about it. How was your day, Anons? IT dev stories welcome. Well, this just happened this week. Sure, you f***s will get a laugh. Though it's not funny to me. Interviewing a candidate. She's Indian. Her name is Pooja. Years of browsing Poland G has ruined me. Can't focus the entire interview. Keep thinking of her name. Pooja! Try not to burst out laughing. Poo Lamau. Keep a straight face. Keep a straight face. We interview in teams of 2, and the other guy was leading. I was just shadowing, so it's kinda okay that I was covering my face. She finishes the whiteboard question. My turn to ask the BS soft skill questions. Okay, can you tell me about your role at Company X? Priya? Literally can't stop laughing once I start. Coworker glaring at me. Pooja just confused. Can't stop giggling. Finally catch my breath after completely derailing her interview. And that's the story of how my first interview went. Talking to Mum on the phone. Asked me if I remember a kid from my baseball team. Tells me she ran into his mum at the store the other day. Turns out he's gay. Asked me if I remember anything from when we were kids, and we might have given me a clue. I recall times where I'd spend the night at his house and would wrestle in his bedroom. He'd pin me to the ground and spend several minutes rubbing himself against my...
Thank you for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to Mr. Green and check out all of his social medias down below. My name Goda.